Hello everybody and welcome to Crusader Kings 3. Now I have played this on the channel before, it didn't go very successfully as we had to terminate the series a little bit early due to an issue on the computer, and that was, about 5 years ago now. Let's try this again and see how far we can take it. Now last time we played as Scotland, we're not going to do that. We are still going to play kind of in Northwest Europe though, as that's the area which I find most interesting and feels quite familiar to me. We are playing with all the DLCs. How much we'll interact with all of them though I'm not sure, because some of them are to do with kind of Asia and Africa, and we may not get down that far, but we'll have to see. It may well happen. So who are we going to play as? We are going to play as this chap down here in Brittany, Count Morvan of Leon. He is chaste, he's greedy, and he's impatient. Sounds like a great person. We're going to start. We'll get into things as time goes on. I did just run a quick save to see how things were going. It's been a long time since I played Crusader Kings 3. I'm probably going to be pretty rusty at it. I played quite a bit of Crusader Kings 2, but that's a very different game to Crusader Kings 3. It's kind of quite different in how things operate. Now, first things first, we need to get ourselves a wife. We are chaste, so we're going to need to find someone who probably is good at having children, and we are terrible at martial. So let's start there. Apparently Ken is scaly, probably don't want to go for her. We can find someone who's got a good amount of military and is also got a nice physical trait. That'd be good. Can't be someone that's chaste. I'm not seeing any good physical traits here, to be honest. Let's just go for someone who's really high in martial, and she'll have to make up for our lack of martial overall. Brave, chaste, and zealous. We can't have two chaste people. We'll never have any children, especially if she's 32. She doesn't really like us. Perhaps you? Walpurga, she's Franconian. Potential alliance with another county. She's brave, content, and trusting. She sounds good. And she's 16, so she'll be around for a while. Send that off, that proposal. And we need to choose a lifestyle. Now, we did a learning lifestyle. I'm not particularly thrilled by that, to be honest. I don't know if we need to do much in terms of learning. I'd prefer to go for stewardship, I would say. Unless we're really close to getting a learning lifestyle done, which we are. So we could try just getting our health up, which wouldn't be a bad thing. I think we'll just go for theology focus for now. Until we get whole of body, then we'll switch into a stewardship focus, I would say. Now, we need to go to our council, and a lot of our councils are pretty abysmal. We can't change our bishop. We might be able to change some other people. Do we have a better chancellor? Yes, we do. So let's swap them out. Do we have a better marshal? We do, but he's the steward. You're a decent enough marshal, so we'll assign you. Oh no, you're the... Okay, we need to switch you guys back, to be honest. I think it would be much easier for us to find a new marshal person. I mean, even you're just a little bit better, to be honest. And do we have a better spy master or someone we can assign? Not really, so our spy master is going to be pretty terrible. Now, our bishop needs to fabricate a claim, I think, on Penthivria here. And we're going to work on county development in Leon. And we'll see if we can find any secrets in the land of our lord, our liege lord here. And everyone else can just do what they do naturally. We do need to get ourselves a physician, because no one here is that good at this. So let's recruit for a court position. We'll go for that in a second. However, with my marriage to Countess Walpurga, we I expected to throw a suitably extravagant wedding celebration. We can get prestige, but I much prefer the money. I do want a physician, so let's confirm that. See if we can find a physician to come along. You are average, you are terrible, so let's pay 25 gold to get an average physician in. And I think we want to focus on finance, because at the moment we're going to struggle to take over any land, so anything we can do to earn more money is better, really. Taxes up wouldn't be bad. And we would also get some more piety as well. Or we can upgrade these things, which would give us more of a garrison, actually. And our fort level would go up. It will give us a little bit more taxes, but maybe we can get some more money elsewhere. So it's a big investment up front, but I'm hoping the money will help us going forward. And maybe there'll be somewhere we can get more levies. 50 levies here for hunting grounds. All cattle pastures, more levies overall, and supply limit up. Crop fields will give us more money overall. I think we'll go for the hunting grounds. That gives us a good amount of money, and defender holding advantage goes up and gives us some levies. It's only 90 gold as well, so we'll build that. It's going to take 2 years to get completed. But that's a starting point anyway. We also need to have a look at our son. Our son is a name I cannot pronounce. Edouard? I'm going to call him Ed, because I think that's going to work a little bit better for us. We should educate him ourselves. Now, I'm going to go to our realm, and I'm going to... Oh, we've started with mangonels. That's curious. It's very interesting. Some light footmen, some bowmen, 3 knights, some levies. I'm just thinking if we want to maybe fix our stat issues, I might just move my wife over to doing pure chivalry, and then we're not too bad overall. She's a much better military commander than I am, Walpurga here. Okay, so that's good. That's a starting point. And then we can go from there, hopefully. We can create a man-at-arms regiment. We can create an accolade. Do we have any good knights? We don't have any exceptional knights, to be honest. We could try and invite some knights, so that is something we can do. Yeah, we can invite knights to our court. That does require prestige, though. 150 prestige. I don't know if that's worth it for the time being, because we do need prestige for certain matters. So we can create an accolade in the future. We might be able to create a man-at-arms regiment. That's something we could consider. How's the military over here, by the way? 522. So 248, 200, 100, 10 and 4. They've got more bowmen than we do. Now then, who's going to be the cheapest for us to increase? I don't think we need more mangonels. We'll up a man-at-arms regiment of light footmen here. Gives us a few extra troops, which is good. I beckon my suffrage Bishop Alar to join me in the circles. The brass orbs and candles raged on stoves throughout the dark room, the incense cloying the air to ward off the bad vapours, make our eyes tear up a little. This is how, through the corner of our eyes, we will spot the inscrutable forms of angels. However, Allah soon takes pause. This feels wrong. These are divine beings, not meant for mortal eyes to see. My intentions are pure, I assure you. We'll try that one. Ah, Ella was persuaded by my plea. Good. So we can get up to 671 troops. Is there anyone we can make an alliance with? Have you got a daughter? You don't. It's unfortunate. It'd be wonderful if you did have a daughter. Because then we could make an alliance with you, and that'd be very useful. I think we will invite the knights to court. Send the herald. Interesting, we can form the Kingdom of Cornwall. Reject inheritance. Become an adventurer, embrace celibacy. I don't know if we want to do that just yet. We might want to later, but for the time being we probably don't. We'll also look for a wet nurse for our child. Because I think that wouldn't be a terrible thing to do either. You're experienced, so you can... Ooh. That gets 64 stress for us, because we're greedy. We don't like spending money. But her aptitude is good. And the wet nurse is good for us overall. Does make us very stressed though. We'll have to find a way to get rid of that stress. We don't like spending money. At all. We'll have to find a way to deal with that, that's for sure. But if any of our children get ill, the wet nurse will be there to help, as well as the court physician. "671 troops versus their 538. The military strength is inferior to ours for the time being, but it's going to take a while for our bishop to get a fabricated claim. We will have to spend money to do that. So I don't think that's a worthwhile endeavour for the time being. None of the knights have made it to court just yet. I'm sure they will as time goes on. How is the conquest of England going? Not good for King Harold Godwinson. Looks like probably William the Bastard will win that. We'll have to see. For now, let's speed up time and see how things go. You've arrived at court and you like me quite a bit. You're pretty good, actually. I might just invite you to court already. And you only cost 17. Welcome to court, sir. And we'll make you a... If we can, I think we'll turn you into a accolade. But first, the apple falls. Lately I've been pondering the education of my son, Ed. Is intrigue really the appropriate education? We can make him a learning kid. I don't think we want to do that. Keep working on intrigue. You're not a bad intrigue character. Congal will be our accoladed knight, the Knight of the Rose. So he's good as a manipulator. So intrigue goes up and natural dread goes up. And then Huntsmaster. So hunter and trade experience. He's not great as a guy, but that's fine. How much does it cost to recruit you? Also 17. We'll get a couple of strong knights here and see how that goes. Skirmisher, I like the idea of more. Skirmish regiment's up. Although we don't have many skirmishers, that's the only thing. And also Besieger. We'll make you an accoladed knight, that's fine. So Sword in the Plains. So he's a decent Besieger. We might get some additional benefits as he grows in glory. You don't know if there's anything there. Try again. I guess you can be the successor. Who will we make the successor? As there's no one who can be a successor for the time being. Okay, fine. We don't really need that for the time being. We just need to keep hold of our income for the time being, because I'm concerned we're not going to have enough for taking on another territory. We're up to 714, so we are stronger than them. They've got 43 gold. You've got 146 gold and are relatively strong with an ally. Grave news reaches me. My wife, while Perk has fallen ill with leprosy, while she might live for many years, her deformity will make her shunned and mistrusted. Even though I cannot suppress my disgust at the thought of the lesions growing all over her skin, the physicians want to know how my wife should be treated. Be cautious. Time to go for drastic measures. There'll be no treatment. Choice up to my wife. Oh, she doesn't look very well, does she? Drastic measures? No. Choice up to my wife. Doubt we're going to have any more kids anytime soon. Oh yeah, she's not doing too well. I don't imagine she's going to survive much longer, to be honest. It doesn't mean... Yeah, she's already ailing at 17. She's probably not long for this world. That's a shame. She was quite good. Whether she decides to have any treatment done is up to her, I suppose. Ah, our hunter's lodges are constructed. Excellent. We'll save the rest of our money till this fabrication is done, because that costs money for us to do, I believe. But we could upgrade it for 135, which will give us more taxes, but that also gives us more levies, I believe. Indeed it does. Okay. Well, we'll just keep hold of our money for the time being until we see what we need to do here. I mean, I'd like to try and make an attack, especially because you're ill. Oh, you're really good diplomatically, but this would be the time for us to attack when he's ill and we are on top of things. Especially his heir is a much better soldier than he is. The question is, how much money is this going to cost us to fabricate the claim, I wonder. Let's see. If we speed up time a little bit, what happens? We get a new perk here. We'll go for healthy, and that also ups our plague resistance. And then we'll go for whole of body, which also lowers our stress gain. And then we'll move over to stewardship and work on money, I think, because money is useful. I think we're going to need that going forward. I don't really have any long-term plans for what happens in this series, because it kind of depends on what we can gather. I'd like to maybe take over France or restore like a Celtic kingdom, so Ireland, Scotland, Wales and stuff. 111 gold to put a claim down, that's a lot. But get it done, and we'll have to just spend some time getting our income back in a positive state. But this is why I floated some money, because it costs a lot. Also, I'm guessing it's because you're not very good at your job. As I patiently wait fetching my clothes, the servant stutters, "My lord, no one can find your garments." I'm surrounded by incompetence, I mutter, storming from my chamber. It's in my son Ed's room that I discover not only my raiments, but the boy's wet nurse. I had no part in it, my liege. He dressed himself. So we could call him the Prince of Fashion, or we could gain 35 prestige. We'll gain 35 prestige, and he's going to like us a little bit more. Given our wife is very unwell, it's probably good that we ensure our son likes us. My son Ed has been asking me for a ragdoll for a long time, and I told him I would get him one in 3 months if he displayed more focus in his studies. Ever since I made the promise, he's been redoubling the effort of his studies. I would never deceive you, so he keeps the trait trusting. If I go to war... Yeah, you cannot declare war on debt, so we're going to have to wait for the money to come back. That's also going to lower our overall troop count, unfortunately. But hopefully we can get that back as time goes on. Yeah, I just wanted Brest to increase in terms of its development. High development increases the levies, taxes and supplies limits gained from a county, so it's worthwhile to do. So we can only get 4% from our development, so it probably is worthwhile to do. Now our son, he's a bit of a mixed bag. I was hoping he might be slightly better at the intrigue, but unfortunately he's trusting, which isn't going to help with his intrigue bonus overall. It's not great. We are in debt, yes. We can station a man-at-arms regiment. Our slightly useless Chancellor is not fighting much. We can actually get a better Chancellor here with Congar. And we will send him to find some secrets in our Land of our Lord, if any secrets exist at that court, which may not happen. But it's a much better chance of that happening. Okay. We just need to get out of debt and then we can hopefully declare war with relative ease. We'll have to see. Yeah, this is why I want to change back over to a focus of stewardship once we've got whole of body here. I don't think we need to stay doing that any longer. We'll just have to wait and see. We might need to go over to Marshall just the extra levy reinforcement rate and number of knights and so forth. We'll have to see. But I would like our monthly income and taxes to go up, because at the moment it's going to take us a while to get anything done. Our studio is making slow progress, but he's getting there towards increasing development in Brest, which might help with our levy count, which would be good. Just make sure you're not doing anything. Oh my goodness, what just happened there? Oh, he revocated. Did he just took the title away from them? That's unfortunate, because now I've got nowhere to expand to apart from over here. So we need to send our chap back out to get a claim over here. And unfortunately that means we've wasted a lot of money getting a claim for something which isn't that useful to us. Because he's got a lot more troops and money, more than we can realistically get away with. So we're going to have to do this probably more via another way, unfortunately. Development up here should now be at 9, I hope. Yeah, development's now at 9. I'm drawn to a nearby church where the faint claps the worshippers as they beseech God for good fortune. It has been some time since I had an opportunity for prayer and reflection. What should I focus on? Monthly renown, dynasty opinion up. Economic prosperity for 5 years. Stewardship and monthly income up, and also that gives me stress down. We'll go for prosperity there. It's unfortunate, it really limits our options now that he's revocated that title. I suppose there is this place as well. 826. Yeah, so he holds both these territories, and he's allied to the Count here. Or to our Liege Lord, our duchy holder. We are allied to this chap here, who has 821 troops. I'm curious, let's say I declared war against you, would my allies come in? They would. But I don't think it would be enough to really win the war for us, so we need to find a new place. Actually, I should really get you to go for fabricating a claim here, because that's closer to our lands. That makes more sense. Let's take hold of body here for the extra health, and we're now going to move over to stewardship to work on money. Probably on the wealth focus. Got to wait till September to change it though. One morning, as I'm getting ready to face the day, my son Ed approaches me. Father, we found this while exploring the castle yesterday. You should have it. 15 gold, very nice. Our liege has entered a regency. Why have we entered a regency? Hang on, who's our... Ah, we're now part of France, are we? Okay, we've joined into France. That might give us some more options, actually, but for the moment, we're still under Brittany's control. Fine. I have no issues with joining into France. In the long run, that gives us more power opportunities. While I was at the market with Ed, his attention was caught by a criminal chained in the pillory. When the man begged for water, Ed immediately promised to bring it, and soon returned from a nearby well, letting the criminal drink from his cupped hands. Spit on him and beat him. No, let's not do that. Keep your compassionate trait. That's fine. It's probably not very good for your overall makeup, and it looks like you're more going into diplomacy than you are into intrigue. You're not going to be a great character, but we'll have to see how that goes. Now more than ever, having an alliance in France. Oh, you know, you're German, aren't you? Getting an alliance in France wouldn't be a bad thing if Brittany comes to war with us. Anjou, how are you guys doing? The Duchy of Anjou hasn't been created. Keep looking, there might be something somewhere. I need to find someone who's got a duchy. Interesting. So you're the Duke of Aquitaine. You've got a daughter. Could we get ourselves married? We can't seem to get you... You're a daughter. I'd love to get you married to my son. Is there a reason why we can't? I'm guessing you may not be of the same rank, unfortunately. It's not great. We're 719 troops. You're 828, but you've also got the benefit of having the Duke of Brittany on your side. I'm concerned he's going to revoke my title. Let me speak to him, actually, because I can modify my feudal contract, and I think that would be wise to do so. So I want title revocation protected, and I will give you slightly higher levy contribution. How about that? Keep it up. You'll find somebody at Duke Conan's court. We need to get a hook on him somehow. So as far as I can tell, he can no longer revoke our title, which is important. It's still annoying me that I can't seem to marry this daughter of the Duke of Aquitaine. Got any counties, any duchies? Duchy of Toulouse, maybe? You don't have any children. Oh, you're not yet married yourself, fine. Duchy of Burgundy. You're married, unfortunately. Duchy of Champagne. Got any daughters? No, all you have is sons. I bet with fantastic beards. Can't deny you that. That's unfortunate. How's our wife doing? I mean, she's not great, but we need to keep that alliance going somewhat for the time being. What about our son? If we can find you a spouse within France, that would at least get us an alliance with someone. Alliance with the most serene Republic of Venice? Possibly, but you are 32, so you're a little bit old. I'd prefer an alliance within France, to be honest. City of Southampton. Alliance power. Let's try alliance power, see how that goes. Kingdom of Hungary. That's cool, but they're very far away. Margravate of Austria. We don't want to marry a slow child. That wouldn't be very useful for us. Duchy of Valencia. You don't really like us, and also you're not Catholic. These are just counties now. It's unfortunate. Petty Kingdom of Munster. You've got a decent amount of troops. That could be a potential option, asking Ireland to come over. Like an Irish count to come over and help us against Britain if we need to. But I'd like someone who isn't an imbecile. King Philip is no longer sharing power with his uncle-in-law. We are still French. What about Wales? Either the two Welsh kingdoms. Lots of alliances happening here. Unfortunately, I think all your daughters are already married. They are. What about Connacht? Oh, you got two spouses. How about that? You've got a daughter here, but she's delicate. And she's pretty young. We need someone a bit more kind of age. Maybe someone of the Spanish places? As I lean over to pick up scripture to study, my son Ed barges into the room, interrupting my tranquil solitude. Father, you won't believe what I found out about Tethion, who's our martial knight. Secrets of currency, my dear boy. Speak. I want to learn about the secret. He's someone's illicit lover. Interesting. Can we do anything with that? Expose a secret. We can ask him to take vows. Presumably we can use the hook there to enforce it. Don't think we need to do that just yet, though. What in the world was my son Ed doing in the wardrobe in the servants' quarters? Playing hide and seek, he claims. He looks like a ghost, shaking eyes wide open, staring at the walls. Oh no, I know what's happened. He must have seen two of the scolders plucking a rooster together. The poor boy looks shocked. I will not be surprised if he will find intimacy difficult when he grows up. Oh, we don't want him to be chased. We don't want our son to be chased. I know he's taken after us, but chased is annoying. Don't be scared, boy. When you're an adult, you'll understand. There we go. He's lustful now. I think that will do better for him, and will actually help with his intrigue. Don't think we need chase. Chase isn't that useful for us, to be honest. We should switch out of... I should have switched out of theology a long time ago, but we will, I guess, at least keep it for now. Speaking of which, let's speak to the Pope here. You kind of like us. Would you give us money? We don't have a hook. We can send our spy to the Pope, maybe. The Merkov room is pushed back somewhat by sputtering flames. On the physician's table lies Walpurga, the form rigid with scared anticipation. It is time to decide how to treat her leprosy. Several potential treatments are available, ranging from typical to unorthodox. It is up for me to decide. Our wife didn't do anything. The time has come for drastic measures, because she's not having much of a life. It takes me a moment to recognise my wife. She is so bruised and swollen, she looks barely human. As I grab her hand, my wife attempts to speak, but no sound passes her lips. The worthless physician is standing in the corner of the room, anxiously wringing her hands. We all knew... Oh, she's one-legged. And has a botched disease treatment. This will not happen again, do you understand me? I suspect our wife is not long for this world. She's one-legged, wounded. She's near death. I'm so sorry, Wildperk. You deserved a little bit better than you had. Your wards can gain additional skills and become your friends. Cultural fascination, clergy opinion. I'm going to go for theologian, and having clergy opinion up is going to be useful. And we're now going to switch over to stewardship, and we're going to focus on wealth, I would say. Now then, 111 gold. We can just about afford that to get a claim. Let's get it done. I think that'd be wise. See who discovered. You know, the Duchess of Brittany's non... Oh, she's a non-believer. Interesting. I want to blackmail her if I can. To gain a weak hook for her. Because that would be... Yes, that's going to be very useful. She believes in the false god. If I was now to try and murder, it would be pretty easy. We can murder our liege lord. The question is, does that do anything for us? It would, because it makes the daughter much easier and would break off the alliance. Right. Let's give it a go. We're going to start a murder scheme. Predicted difficulty is easy. Balanced arrangement, I think. We'll start the scheme. We start a murder scheme there. Who can we get to do this? Where's his wife? She refuses, but we've used your hook. That only gives us 100 because it's a weak hook. Fine. Offer a hook on yourself. It's not great. I was hoping to do better there. Offer a hook on yourself. Or offer your prestigious good word. He would then accept. Is anyone willing to accept straight away? You would. I'm not sure how much that would do for us. Let's leave it for now, see how that goes. Walpurga, as you drew your last breath, the relief washed over me. Perhaps I should be ashamed, but in truth there was no love lost between us. Finally, I am free to start my life anew. Yeah, she didn't do too well. We no longer have our alliance, but that leaves us open to a new alliance. Potentially one in France, or maybe the most serene Republic of Venice wouldn't be a terrible idea. Take them a while to turn up to any fight, but they're not going to be terrible. What about the most serene Republic of Pisa? No. Most serene Republic of Venice. Riccardia, let's see. If we can get the Supreme Republic of Venice to come alongside us, that'd be good. And that would give us an alliance. A pretty good one, actually. Okay. Conan changes countermeasures, reduce success chances to seduce. Fine. That's not too bad. How is our scheme getting along? I presume we need like at least one assassin to do this. Conga, or we can speak to our wife. Oh, you won't quite accept that. That's annoying. I don't know. Is that a weak hook? It is a weak hook from our wife. But we need to find someone who's actually going to contribute quite a bit. In fact, it's you, the Spy Master. If we offer you our good word, we're going to invite you to the scheme, and that will increase things, hopefully. Let's see how that goes. How many... I don't know if we need to have 5 assassins, to be honest. Alibi. See if anyone here is willing to accept. Straight away, doesn't look like they are. Success chance is 34%. Okay. Oh, we got a flu spread from Kaiser Heinrich. Where's that? That's still in. Doesn't look like it's that important to us just yet. Yeah, it's kind of in the south of France. That's fine. Don't think we need to worry too much about that. Keep searching, you might find something. You're scarred, you're one-eyed. I need your alliance to go away, really. Because then I can take this guy on, but I need this guy to not have an alliance anymore. I mean, we could get an ally here, which would be good. Interesting, it doesn't look like they would actually come and assist, which is interesting. Of those I've chosen to involve in this little scheme, Mayor Ken Monarch is absolutely not the most skilled. Still, he's clearly applying himself, determined to not let my efforts go to waste, with the aim of improving his skill in matters of intrigue. The plan goes well. Murder gains 20 days of progress. Let's do that. It looks like they wouldn't actually come and join, which is interesting. They do have more money, though. Do they have enough to hire any troops, I wonder? I think they're all a bit too expensive for them to hire. For the most part. They might be able to hire this company of Bretons. That might work. We've only got 3 knights. They're pretty good. Do we do this? Do we declare war on him? If we want to try and murder him, that's going to be very hard. Now then, let me just have a think. The Most Serene Republic of Venice. Are you at war with anyone? No, you're not. So if we could just hold out long enough for you to arrive. Problem is you're very far away. I don't know how long it would take for you to arrive. But you do have a good amount of troops. Oh, do we try it? Maybe we get one more unit of troops before we go in. Can increase the footman size. Let's do that. Get a few more men at arms and go from there. So that would put us up to 791, which is better than nothing. Development is going up. And that is helping our levies a little bit. Then probably though we will switch back to just getting extra taxes. Because I think the extra taxes will be useful in the long run. Right, back over to our intrigue. So 42%. Our wife is pregnant, so that might be a bad thing. We'll have to see. If there's another son, that could cause some problems for us. Very well, you know best. Let's send our spy master over to Rome. See what he finds out over there. Your murder scheme has 5 advantages. Seize the moment. Spend advantages to interact with your murder scheme. Seize the moment. You finalize your murder. Hmm. 46% success chance. Don't think we want to do that just yet. I just want to weaken his position, because now we're in the Kingdom of France. I'm not too worried we'll be invaded by a foreign power. $168. He's got a bit more money now. We're going to try it, I think. Doesn't look like the allies will come in. So we declared war. They're going to come in straight away. I was hoping to pause there for a second, to be honest. Now, the question is, are our alliances going to come in? We did say they would join in the fight. I might be wrong here. Can I ask him to join the fight? Call to war. He will accept. Good. But we need to buy ourselves time here. Because it's going to take an age for the Venetian troops to arrive, I would imagine. We can't raise our armies because you're there. Which is kind of unfortunate, actually. If I do raise my armies, it's not going to go very well. They are taking 8 casualties every month. That's not great. Okay. With this coming of age, my tuition of Ed is at an end. Always a clever child. He's an intricate web weaver, so he's done pretty well there. He's not a bad character, actually. See if we can find him a spouse, maybe someone with... Oh, you've got a claim on all of Denmark. That's interesting. I don't know if we want claims. I think we want alliances. Because if we get an alliance to come and join us, that'd be good. Duchy of Brittany. They're a bit too young, though, is my only problem. Barony. They're all baronies. It's not great. What about prestige gain? I mean, having claims is not a bad thing. Apparently, that is a thing we can do. Marriage will not result in an alliance, but maybe allows us to move up to Denmark in the future. Sure. Get ourselves some Danish children. How's the fight here going? We've got a perfect little daughter called Honora. That's, I guess, progress. Nothing amazing there. We've got 559 troops. I'm guessing... What's happened to all our levies? I guess they're under siege. So that's not ideal. We can raise our armies, but don't know if that's going to be worthwhile to slow them down. We need to slow them down long enough for the Venetian troops to arrive, they are coming, bless them. They are on their way. Do we have that long? I'm not entirely sure. Keep finding things if you can. Who have they picked up here? They've picked up someone. Where have they got those troops from? Mercenaries. Let's see. We're going to have to find a way to slow them down, I would say, for the Venetian troops to arrive. They're on their way. They're not here yet. We can't raise them. That's unfortunate. Can't raise them in any rally point due to obligation. See how this goes. It's not going to go well when we lose our land here. That might be the end of it, unfortunately. It's just taking so long. Without the mercenaries, it might have been okay. I was trying to get my troops up in time, but they didn't quite manage to do so. It has slowed them down. Where's Venice? See, now we've lost. That's unfortunate. So, let's pause things for a second. So, we paid $84 to him. That's an unfortunate loss. Siege of Brest lost. Who was captured in the siege? Our physician. So we've got a few missing places now. Not ideal. Not ideal in the slightest. We need to get a new physician and we are in debt. Not a great start. Okay, intrigue. We need to get a new... Sorry, we need to get ourselves a new physician here. Not that we can have the money to actually spend on them. We've got a new perk available. We can demand payment for hooks. Yes, I think we want to do that. Especially if we can go up again, get some hooks from someone important in Rome. You are excellent and you're relatively cheap. Okay, so we had a loss there. It's not great. And we've lost the... we've lost the claim. Had I got my troops up quickly enough, we might have been okay. Venice was on their way, bless them. They were trying. But they're also just very far away. Oh, I can now demand a payment, can't I? Demand payment. Actually, doesn't have enough gold. That's annoying. Expose a secret. Request excommunication. We can... Well, we may as well just blackmail whoever we can, to be honest. Because we've got a strong hook on her. Can I get payment from her? Doesn't look like it, unfortunately. But, you know, having hooks is useful. That's an unfortunate loss. If we had an alliance pretty close, that would have been fine. You're a non-believer, so we'll blackmail you. Not that you have any money, but you know, the more blackmail we have, the better, I would say. Okay, so we lost a little bit of money there, which is unfortunate. Do we have a lack of control? Is that, yeah, we've got low county control. So we need to try fix that. We have a son. Let's get to that in a second. A good Breton name. Something I can actually pronounce. Gestin, sure. We need to get our marshal to increase county control. Here in Lyon. Because that's reducing the taxes and levies we receive from it, which is not good. We are in debt. That was an unfortunate war. We might have been able to win that had we pushed a little bit quicker. I still want to get rid of this guy. A Duke to scare, a local mystic with dubious morals and a fabricated omen. Before the mystic leaves the Duke Conan's court, there is one question. Will my false omen be one of fortune or one of doom? Good omen to lull him with a sense of security. Health boost or has bad omen? No, we'll give him a good omen. He grows more wary. Damn, that's going to slow things down a little bit. Can I arrange a marriage with my son, maybe? My new son? You would accept. I don't know. It may not be ideal for us. As Duke Conan's spy master, he's come up with an opportunity to find unique ways to augment our little scheme. Add thug agent slot. Add footpad agent slot. My plan is already flawless. Add a thug agent slot. I don't think we'll use it though. Some people can be convinced, but still. Your head of faith would grant a claim on the Kingdom of Leon. Why would he do that? Not that I can try take it, but why would he grant that? Ah, King Alfonso VI is excommunicated and is sinful. I see. I don't think we need to go for that at the moment. I think that would be a silly idea, but it's nice to know that's an option. We will call things apart there. This is your new series. How long this series will last, I'm not sure. We're going to have to see how successful we are in the series or whether we die very early on. We are playing this honest man, so every decision we make is one that sticks with us. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.